Hi there, my name's Junab, I'm the only me there is, and welcome back to Satisfactory. Last time we completed the first strut, and since then I've added a few modifications, a few minor cosmetic details, and some in preparation for, well, today's episode for the future. Starting with adding a bit of depth to this platform. This was done intentionally because I plan to, like I said before, make a long bridge over that way that will make an L shape all the way to the oil plant. And the same over here, only this time I plan to connect two bridges because I have to have one bridge going from Mother Base over to where the coal is, and I want to connect it over here too to make a weird square structure here, you could say. Some other things I've done since then was add some platforms on the inside, which I'll show you right now, but also on the outside over here. Like, let me just do this from over here so you can see it well enough. Like this, for example. Nice little ramp up here to reach the roof, where you might be thinking, why do you want to do that? Well, because I added a lookout tower. Same as on the very top of the 100th floor. Just as an aesthetic thing, something I like to do, which makes it look like an actual tower. In this case, for example, you can see it, and now it looks like a tower. Before, it looked like a weird stick in the middle of the ground. Now it's got this little antenna, this little lightning rod. Same over here, just to give it a little bit more of a nice look. Oh boy, careful. Oh, alright. So I did the same inside to really accentuate just how well it might look, and I love the way it turned out. I played around a bit with the conveyor belts to see, like this, for example. It's looking nice. I played around with the conveyor belts. Oh boy, don't lag on me. To include more rods and to better distribute this area, because I realized, hey, I have two things here with plates, but I don't need it. Not for the things, not for the next tier of things I need to construct. I in fact need, just like I did down over there, 3 different sources of rods and at least 1 of metal plates. That's what I plan to build right now at the very start of this episode before we move on to the next part, and I hope to do that today. I hope to reach the oil and the coal plant today. At the very least the oil plant, because I really want to move forward with the supercomputer and the ice stuff and all that, and just look at how great this turned out. I mean, it is just so pleasing to be able to do this, to pass over everything, to come to this corner and see this come down like this, having the roof overhead. I mean, I installed this little stairway here as a sort of entrance to it, and it just so, it's pleasing to me. I don't know, it's just so nice to see. Obviously that at the end is not the end of it, but I built it in the meantime. Something else though, and this workbench, just to add more fluff to it all. But something else I realized. You know what I said last time, right, about the balconies and the fact that, oh no, there's nothing in the game that could serve as a railing. And as I was building these walkways, I realized, wait a minute, I'm an idiot. Yes, there is. I can just do something like this. And it's gonna lag on me again for some reason, but... And now, would you look at that? I got the balcony design I wanted with a little railing. I can look out all I want, and I don't have to risk my life doing anything else. I had originally thought of expanding it a little bigger, but now that I look at it like this, it looks perfect. However, before I place this down, I need to properly put the conveyor belts onto the next portion. And for that, I think I need to have some support over here first, so I'm going to plop it. Nope, not like that. I'm going to plop it down. And then I'll later remove it Right now it's just to get the conveyor belts going in case they give me any problems. Just to set up that next part of the construction. And afterwards, we'll move on to the oil plant. And that's really all I want to do today because it's more important than the coal plant. But because it's so far away, I need to start now. One other thing though, and of course I'm going to build up the copper things over here, for which I already prepared this area. And I gotta say, the way I envisioned it was pretty sweet. But one other thing, before I start building, before I leave you and cut away to the next part, is I was scanning the zone for Caterium because a lot of the super AI and all that requires quick wire. And it would be really annoying to have quick wire transported from all the way back this way. So I thought, how can I fix that? And lo and behold, I found, it's probably going to take a little bit, I found a Caterium deposit. Hopefully a deposit. I haven't gone to check it out. I hope it's an ore deposit right over here. Don't leave me hanging. There we go. See? Very close, or I think that's very close to the oil plant. So, part of today's episode will be making the bridge over that way, and then seeing if we can find the Caterium, as well as maybe some iron ore, because I tried scanning, but the scanner doesn't reach that far for some reason. Unless there really isn't any over there. In the hopes of furthering that process of creating the super AI and the Caterium things, because I forgot the most important thing, I want to make that highway. And truly, this is the last thing before I move on. I was looking out at the map just to make it some extra calculations for the future, and I did say I would probably not do extensions from higher up because while Mother Base may look a little empty and just like one big tower, she's there for a purpose. And it's that from 20th floor, I can't reach the weird skeletal tree structure comfortably. I can't reach it and descend like I did with the first strut. So once every little thing is done, and I want to go for the SAM ore that's up there, as well as the sulfur ore, or not the sulfur ore, but the sulfur around there as well, I will create, from the 80th floor, a bridge that goes in L shape from where I'm pointing at over there, all the way till over there. And that should be more comfortable. But anyway, before I keep rambling on, I'll see you after I edit this out, and you'll get to see all the progress I've made. So I don't know if this was always in the game, but I think I just figured it out. Conveyor Belt Mark III, for this thing that spits out 3 wire at a time, it spits out all 3, and these come out in pairs because it's on Mark II, and this one's on Mark I is just doing them individually. So I don't know if this was always like this, but it looks really nice. Really pleasing to the eye. And the game is really laggy, probably because I'm currently rendering 3 videos while I recorded this one, so let's see what the final result looks like. Okay, on to the next part of the building portion. Okay, so I've got the conveyor belts set up. To each their own constructor, to each their own assembler. The only problem I see, and I kind of like the way it came out, but the only problem I see is the same problem I had last time. It feels like I won't be able to create resources fast enough, and what are you? Oh, yeah. And the only problem I have with that is when it comes to making things like the stators or the rotors, and especially the what's it called? The metal, the freaking cube thing. Crap, man. Right, the modular frame. Making this is going to take a lot of time unless I have all the right materials. So for now, this design isn't final. It looks nice. I managed to fit everything perfectly, but it's not final because I don't know if it'll actually work or not. To the way that I want it to, I mean, because in the end, I would want to take this one, which will be the reinforced iron plates, and maybe split it off from here into, who knows, some other place over there or over here where there's empty space to create the frames. The interesting thing about that, is that I need motors to make computers, I'm pretty sure it was. Let me just check it out again. Freaking lag. Oh, I guess not. For computers, I just need screws. But what I do need for... yeah, what I do need for motors, because the game will ask me for a lot of motors, so I want to make a way to... I want to have a way to make motors, and I think I know how. It's going to require a lot of stators and a lot of rotors. And I can actually do that over at the coal plant where there's more than one iron thing. They're impure, but there's more than one, so I think I can make it over there. And in this case, I don't have to worry about anything over here. I just have to get an extra deposit for the metal frames. And in that case, I should just be able to make a splitter go down, well, let's say around here, for example. And then this one will just go down, I don't know, we can plop the factory down over here. Actually, wait, assembler? Oh. Right. There's something I did wrong, I think. I connected the iron rods over there, but I actually need a fourth thing, don't I? So far I have the metal plates connected, and what should be eventually the screws over here. I have another producer making more screws, because you can never have too many screws over here, which also connects out here and into this one. And this one will be making rotors. And, oh boy, I think I actually connected it wrong. Seems like I did. No, wait, I needed 3. That one required metal pipes. This one requires... oh! Hold the phone. Wait, what did I do? No, I think I got it right. That's right. I had 3. 1 for screws, 1 for screws, and 1 for this. Right, maybe that's what I did wrong. I needed some iron rods. I need an extra bit of iron rods just for the extra metal blue rods. In which case, the ideal place to get them from will have to be... I mean, that's storage over there. Yeah, probably this way. I mean, even if it's being split already, I think it's the ideal thing. Especially because that one won't have as many materials at a time, so it doesn't really matter. And the idea... and I could actually just sort of squeeze it in down this way, maybe. Ooh, maybe not. Or I just get rid of this, because this thing is in the way, honestly. I like the way it looks, but it's completely pointless at the time. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna have this come out over here, and then out this way. So it can just keep going out somewhere. Maybe over there, connect back down there. Something like that. Okay, now that it's all done for the moment, the production can begin. It's coming along quite nicely. I am so sorry for the lag. For the frame rate dipping on me like that. I'm sure it'll get better towards the latter part of the video. I'm glad I didn't show you the process of constructing this, because honestly, the frame rate was even worse there. Ah, but this is already... oh, ha! Forgot to connect you. You good? Yeah, okay. Now we can start building some things. You have enough rods already. I'm not gonna put any power shards in these guys just yet, because I'd rather they work on their own. They're gonna take their time anyway. I don't have that many shards anyway. I have them placed in both the copper thing over here, which I really shouldn't. I have no need for the rush, honestly. Well, I could remove them later. And I have it placed in the concrete and the ones making over here the steel... Sorry, the iron rods and all that, so who knows. But okay, for now... I mean, now that this is done, and I'll finish this bridge later, time to make the massive bridge that will go onto the oil field. And when we get there, I need to calculate this right, because when we get there, I have an idea, a pretty neat idea too, for where and how I want to build the next strut. Whether or not I have it to, you know, make a similar system to what I have here, who knows. All I know for now is maybe it'll be 4x4 just because that was pretty easier. All I know is that for now I have a lot of building to do. I probably won't do the walls at all, just maybe focus on the actual floor to get there. So, you know, we'll see. It all depends on how much time I take on this. And just prepare by getting some concrete, and I'll move out. And this is already really moving along quite nicely. I love it. And look at what I've spotted over there. Apparently I missed a yellow dude. Right over there. Tiny, tiny. But, cool. I'll pick him up maybe later, though. I'm busy right now making bridges. The problem with doing this like this is that I don't know how far to go to connect it right. I could make a zigzag instead of just an L, but I'm not sure if that's what I want to do. Gotta be careful with the evil smog too, but let's see, if I calculate that the oil plant is, you know, over here, if I just stick to the actual beacon, that should be enough of a guide to keep this going, right? Oh, never mind. It loaded in what was supposed to have loaded in. Now guy's stuck in a rock, and as soon as the developers update the game some more to include whatever drill, which I think is coming in the next update, whatever drill is used to destroy these rocks, well then, good, because I want to get him. I know he's there. I saw him before. I forgot. Oh, but that one down there I never got. I'll have to go back down at some point. But, you know, it's kind of tough thinking like that when, hey, there's one over there too. In case my head is blocking, let me just show you right over there. Right above the O of foundation. But yeah, I've been living in the clouds for so long. Oh boy, I can't believe it. I'm gonna have to go back down at some point, especially because I want to try something in the Forest of the Nopes while there still are some left, especially the giant one. I'll save before it, obviously, but I want to try. I've seen that there's a special mode for people that are arachnophobic, and I gotta try that out. It just seemed hilarious when I heard of it. I could put this thing right over here, where the shadow goes too, just to have it nice and uniform. But then again, this isn't exactly where the oil plant will be. But I don't want to go too far out either. I think this is a good place to set up the next, you could say checkpoint. And I say checkpoint pretty liberally, you know. It's basically a spot, like a little circle, although in this case it's a square, on the map where I'll be able to turn the truck easily. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. 5 and 6. There you go. One of these days, one of these episodes is going to lead us to the rest of these guys. I don't think I'll ever find them all on the map, even though they're not that hard to find or see, but especially the purple ones. But I don't know, I don't like using the scanner, so it may be an impossibility to find as is. All I can really say for now is let's keep going. Yeah, this works, right? It's not too big. I could probably just have one more in case for that big load, you know, the big mama that is my little truck. Something like this. Yeah, there we go. And I'm gonna run out of foundation before anything is even done. And another thing I thought about, I've had so many ideas lately, it's like it's rekindled my love for this game because after I stopped building, after I stopped discovering things to build, it was like, well, what can I do now? Which is why I decided to start inventing and create this monstrosity, but, you know, it's really spurred on my creativity, and this is a really long path, and the truck uses a lot of fuel. So I've been thinking about an alternative way to get through this, and since there's no use in the game yet for the conveyor belt Mark IV, I thought, you know what? I could just set one down and have it go from strut to strut, sorry, in one big loop, like 2 train tracks that I'll just hop on and it'll take me. I think that's even faster than running, and it'll be a little safer than going in the truck. That's what I think anyway. Also, this giant structure without any pillars to support it is ludicrous, but I love it. I love the idea. Let's keep going. You know, I had to come back running because I ran out of concrete, and then I remembered, wait a minute, I have a mobile storage in the form of a truck. All I need to do is bring along fuel to refuel it, and I can literally take mountains of concrete and not have to do this every single time I run out of concrete. I don't know why I didn't think of that sooner, honestly. What the? Yo, 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 let me up. Don't you dare crash on me, dude! What the heck was that? What the heck? Hello? Are you okay, truck man? Okay, it decided to glitch through the floor and stomp on me. Because if I've learned anything while playing with this thing is that, look, I can move it from the wheels. It's flimsy. Oh, okay, Jesus, that was a wild ride. Okay, let's not do that again. So I opted for the zigzag structure instead of the L because, man, wait, let's look at that change for a moment. Blue, purple, blue, purple. This forest has weird effects, man. As I noticed coming over here, I don't want to cut through this entire mountain. I'm not high enough to do so without, you know, clipping through terrain and all that, and I don't want to do that. So I think I'll just zigzag. Starting over there, coming over here, then over there, then at the end of this, I'm gonna, again, L my way that way. Well, you can't really tell by the way my hand just moved, but over here where the oil plant is. I'm close. I do realize I went for the really long path. The really winded path, the really... Oh, it's too much, I think. It's just way too much. And I already saved, so if I ever wanted to get rid of this, I'd have to start deconstructing quite a bit. But I think it's an achievement in its own right, anyway. And yeah, I probably won't use the truck for this. I'll probably go with my conveyor belt system, like I said, or something. The good thing about this has been, honestly, I've been able to see all these slugs around me that I'm gonna get to eventually. Before I even put up the walls, I'll just get them. That'll be the next exploration session, honestly. But, oh, this is dangerous. Oh, this is dangerous. I see hell. Hell is purple. Don't trust purple. Don't trust hell. But yeah, I mean, I did it like this, and I chose to do it this way. I could have gone up to the 40th floor and tried it from up there, but eventually I would have run into the same problem. Since you can't go diagonally and you can't make a circle with these square structures, all you can do is actually build in a zigzag direction. Is it the most ideal thing? Is it the most optimal? No. But the idea isn't to connect the plants. I mean, well, yes, the idea is to connect them, but through bridges. each strut will be their own little center, and in this case, it's going to be a really far away strut, just like it has been up until now, just in the sky. The production will all be on one level, easy to see, easy to access, and I'll be able to hopefully make the AI things. That, by the looks of it, I won't make it today because, Jesus, this is taking way too long, but I'm definitely going to make it to the oil plant, and then I'm going to stop the episode. And then next time, of course, I will get to the good stuff, which is actually something I'm excited about again, because it lets me strut that creative muscle. And even as I build this area, I want to make sure I don't hit any of the giant mushrooms, so I'm trying to calculate based on this one's position how far I should go, and then I'll turn, and I'm almost positive that I'm going to have to make one last turn, or two even, over here. I mean, one over here, an L, and then keep going, then another L, until I reach the exact position of the oil plant and where I want to build that strut. And I think this should be good enough. Let me just put one more as a safety net. Okay. Oh, I don't know why I get the feeling this is still going to crash into that thing, so maybe if I move it up just a little more. Maybe over here, just overlooking the void, you know. Yeah, this seems appropriate. Okay, over here. It's probably going to be the biggest of these weird structures, by the way. These weird L shapes. Well, I could possibly make this one look a little nicer. I am not gonna do that. Let's just get rid of this. And get rid of that. And get rid of this. No, not that one. And this one. This one. This one. And... okay, this is it. Yeah. Thank goodness for the Blade Runners. They make this entire process much smoother. I don't think the Blade Runners receive enough love. Oh my, look at that beautiful sunset. This is not going to be the actual picture for the thumbnail, though. Though it could be, you know. Bridge to hell? Bridge to abyss? I don't know. No, for the thumbnail, I plan to... thank goodness for those breaks, huh? No, for the thumbnail picture, I have a nice little idea, which will simply be to make the quote-unquote, as I've come to decide to name it, Sky Bridge thumbnail. And for it, I'm gonna have to build really high, probably higher than Mother Base, same as a couple of episodes with those experiments, and one-time thing, you know, but I definitely want to get all of this in frame. Let's keep going. Well, I gotta say, the view from up here. Hey, I see you. The view from up here of this abyss is gonna be. Oh, it's a little breathtaking, actually. I mean, sure, it's empty and there's certain death down there, but there's something majestic about it too. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. With the mushrooms here, I think we're actually gonna be cutting it pretty close. I think we'll be fine, but I'm not 100% sure. And we're actually closing in on that oil plant, so that's good. I actually think I'm gonna have to go over the rocks or something. Wait. Is that it over there? No. Oh, I saw that note though on the ground. Ugh. Where the heck is it? I'm looking right at it, but I can't... Wait! Wait. I recognize that. That's Slug right there. That's the one that's trapped in the tree, the one I couldn't get. Meaning that we're close. Okay, we're close. You know, relatively close. My only hope with this is that the nopes don't learn to climb frickin' mushrooms and eventually kill me, because I'm not gonna like that. Not at all. Okay, it feels like I made the right calculation, because that down there is the massive lake where, over in that little corner, you can see it. Well, this is a little too much. I may have to make another small zigzag because I want to coincide with it, but it's right there. You can see it where my mouse is, and if you don't, well, then you're blind. I'm kidding. It's right there. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do a small zigzag right over here and then connect it. Oh, I'm excited. I finally made it. And would you look at that, there's another little guy over here. Man, this bridge idea was fantastic. I've seen so many slugs that I have to get. It's just ridiculous. Okay, one small zigzag more and we'll be good. And okay, here we are. I finally made it out into the center of the lake, which is, now that I'm here, I might as well tell you the idea for next time. Ooh, so you have time to prepare mentally, and me too, because I don't know exactly how I'm going to build this. And what the heck is that? What? Is that Samor? Oh, that's cool, if it is. And the thing I want to do is a strut on the lake. Now, I don't know if I'm going to go with the same idea as over there, with a large bridge area where everything will just go up and be built, or have it all on a single plane, but on the lake. That's what I'm not sure about. I need to think it how I want to do it. I know I'm going to have to take the copper from over there and bring it all the way over here, which is going to be a little bit challenging and a little annoying, but I'm up for the challenge. I especially think it would be a better idea to build on the surface of the lake, because it'll look a little cooler. I mean, we're still going to have the strut, but the strut will in this case just be another small hub that will take us down into the actual production factory. Because I love building upwards. I do like making the walls and doing all that to come up here, but I also want to play around a little, be a little more original. So let me just add one more bit over here to be as close or as centered as possible to the, I don't know whatever the heck that is. But yeah, that's the idea for next time. For now though, well, I'm here, I made it. It feels good to be back here without having to traverse all that annoying danger. Annoying part will actually have to be, well, we'll be going back. And if I want to build walls, which I'm starting to think maybe I shouldn't, that'll be annoying too, but I'm starting to think of other ideas to get around, you know, that go in line with the whole conveyor belt motion. So, all that said and done, I leave this episode here for now. Thank you so much for watching it. If you liked it, thumb wrestle with that like button down below, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell button. But as always, I'm the only me, so you be the only you. See you next time.